welcome back to another interview. Today I'm here with the most recent Finnish addition to the Ens Academy lineup, Aleksi Millert Lehtapuu. How are you doing so far today?
I'm doing good. I just woke up and happy to be here with you.
Yeah, well, let's get straight into it. Before we start about you joining Ens Academy, I want to talk about a bit about the start of the year. You, after Enhanced, disbanded. You were without a team for a while, and I think you were trialing out for some teams. You played a few games with Mouse Next, at least in December. But what were your thoughts coming into this year? How did you feel about coming into 2024?
I mean, I was quite a bit sad because we had disbanded with Enhanced, but at the same time I was pretty optimistic about the future year because I knew I had potential, and there was instantly a team interested in me, and then there was instantly another team interested in me. So I didn't really have a time to be teamless so long time. So I mean, coming the year, I was quite optimistic.
Yeah. How did, obviously you said you had a few teams, were there any notable teams, or were these smaller teams who were looking for a clear upgrade on their team? You don't have to name names,
Uh,
but
yeah, I mean there was a two pretty big teams, and the other one I went in, and it was a Sprout.
yeah, obviously you then ended up in Sprout. I think you joined them in late February. It was a bit of an, I think, well, before we talk about how it ended, what was the decision behind joining Sprout? What was the reasons why you wanted to join that team especially?
I mean, when they contacted me, they had only one player in their lineup who was FNK,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking that the previous team that they had was pretty okay, and they had a lot of potential as well. And they had a good main team, which could be if you get promoted to that, then it's your career gets a very good starting point at there.
Mm-hmm.
And the organization as well, it was really big one. They had good sponsors. It was it looked like they had a bright future ahead. But I mean, yeah, it also sounded good when the coach was telling about the players who they would be trying to pick up, and it's just overall organization was good, the players was good, so pretty much that's why.
And well, you then ultimately only had 1 month with Sprout Academy. How did it feel for that 1 month? Because that was you'd previously played in a fully Finnish team, and that was now an international team. How did it feel practicing at least for that 1 month?
I mean, first few weeks I was quite my English wasn't so good. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
so confident in speaking outside of the game and inside of the game, so it was quite hard for me. But after 3 weeks or so, I would say it was I was starting to get comfortable speaking English and playing with the guys. Like the first 3 weeks were kind of hard for me, but after that I was comfortable.
Yeah. Well, obviously, then, unfortunately, a month after you joined, the organization decided that they didn't have the money anymore and they shut down. Uh, you then were again without the team. When the Sprout shut down, you played a bit with the lineup still as ex Sprout Academy. Did you have any teams at that point who were reaching out to you because it was in the middle of the season, or was that a worse situation than at the start of the year?
Mm, it was a bit worse because there wasn't instantly a team who would
Mm-hmm.
contact me. But a bit later, I got to play a few ECA games with Navi Junior,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that I was bit a bit there wasn't so many teams contacting me instantly,
Yeah.
but I was just grinding face it, playing my like trying to improve by myself.
Yeah. And obviously, then in May, when Body got promoted to the main team of ENS, you then had a couple, like you played a couple of games with ENS Academy as a stand-in. Uh, how did it feel like playing with them? Uh, because at that point you hadn't fully joined the team; you were just a stand-in. How was it playing with them at that point?
I mean, at first it felt like pretty weird to just like hop in like always when you
Mm-hmm.
stand in for any team. But we were also like playing a 1 day of practice back then, and like at the last day of the games we played together, I was feeling like already a bit more comfortable than the first day we were playing. So like it was just progressively getting better every day.
Yeah, and well, now you have officially joined them. How have the first few weeks now felt like that you are actually part of the team and you've had a bit more time to maybe get to know the other players?
Wait, can you repeat?
How has the first few weeks felt like now that you've had
Yeah.
time to
Uh,
get to know the players?
I mean, we just started practicing, and it's like so far it's been very good. Like we have been playing pretty well, I would say. We have been having good chemistry in the team. It's been a really nice time with the guys so far. I mean, we haven't had so much time to practice yet,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be much better as well in the future, I think.
And well, now going into the second half of 2024, obviously the first 6 months for you were kind of like up and down because you were without the team, and then you had Sprout, and then without the team, and now you're in ENS Academy, which hopefully should be longer than 1 month. Uh, do you have what are your goals personally, like as an individual player, for the second half of 2024?
Mm, it's a bit hard to set a goal for such a like 6 months. It's not
Mm-hmm.
so long time in team because in 6 months, of course, we should be hitting like okay, maybe not our prime, but we should be getting better by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we have completely a new team here. It's like going to be a first few months at least going to take for the team to like have a good playbook, have a
Mm-hmm.
good games under our belt, and be like confident.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to set any goal for the last of the year, but I would say like I want to be at least like consistent on HLTV because so far I haven't had like so many games on HLTV.
Mm-hmm.
Like of course I've had some few games there and there, but like I want to just play more HLTV games, play the more online cups, maybe some LAN games as well.
Yeah.
Try to just get some experience under my belt as well.
And well, I think one of the questions that I think quite a lot of people are gonna be thinking about is obviously you're replacing Body, and as Body, another young Finnish opera who is now in the main team. So there's probably gonna be quite a lot of people in Finland, but also internationally, who are gonna be comparing you to his performances. Is that something you think about at all? And does that put any extra pressure on you for the like when you're playing for ENS Academy?
I mean, I'm not really taking a pressure from
Mm-hmm.
being like compared to anyone else because I know I just have to compare myself to my past selves to just to get better what I was like yesterday, not compare myself to some guy who's playing up there
Mm-hmm.
where I want to be. Like I understand if like they are played in the same team, like they have been on the same position as me, and people are probably going to expect me to be as same as him
Mm-hmm.
to accomplish things and go up in the main team or even better or something. But like I'm not taking a pressure from that.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good not to take extra pressure. Uh, well, now you're also a quick question because now you're joining again with your old teammates when you played with them in Enhanced. How has that felt like? Because obviously you have some international players, but now you have at least one like familiar guy next to you.
I mean, it's really nice to play with them again. He's a really nice guy. He's a good player. I mean, of course, it's like a bit more like relaxing to come a team where you have at least one guy who you know already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helping a lot for me to be in the team like right now. But in the long run, I will like, of course, everyone will be good friends,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully. And like, uh, in the long run, it really doesn't matter like if you have a teammate
Yeah.
in the past in your team right now or not. But I'm of course right now I'm really happy to play with him, play with everyone.
And well, you have a coach now, George Whitey. I've talked with him quite a lot over the last couple of years. How has he been like in for the first weeks? How is it playing under him?
It's good. He has been calling good rounds. He's a funny guy. He's like trying to teach us very well. Like he's been very impactful so far.
And well, obviously now you're playing with Deme, but you might play against some of your old teammates later on. Well, probably like in a couple of weeks, because since Ens Academy they have the Finnish core, so you're gonna be playing some Finnish tournaments. And Puha, Pekko, and Ville, who are your other teammates, they are also currently in other Finnish teams. Uh, how does it feel like playing against them when you face them like in an official match? So it's not face it or anything like that, but you are playing as a team against someone else's team.
I mean, I got to play once against Ens Academy with Sprout Academy,
Mm-hmm.
and we were playing as Teme, who was my
Mm-hmm.
old teammate. So I was just having that like more fire in me, trying to beat them. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really get any pressure from like playing against them. It just felt so much more better trying to win them. The game was like for me, it felt so much more than just a random online game.
So it's put really the fire under you, trying to beat
Yeah,
your
yeah.
old teammates. Well, your Ens Academy is already in the top four for the Finnish national championships that are played. They're played in at Assembly, I think, in 2 weeks' time. Now from this interview, Heimo is the second team there, and then you'll have two other teams coming through the qualifiers. How do you see, or what are the biggest teams that maybe you are expecting to face in that top four in Finland, because we are still in the Finnish scene?
Mm, like the most hardest ones.
Yeah, maybe the most hardest ones.
I mean, of course, it's hard to know who we are going to play against because the closed qualifiers are going to be played in this weekend.
Yeah.
So, but if you expect what you can expect from the qualifier, that there will be like at least Havu going through,
Mm-hmm.
then I mean, I think Havu is going to be the most hardest one
Yeah.
for sure. But I think like there is also really good teams on the qualifier who could like challenge us, who could challenge anyone in the tournament. So I mean, I think the Havu is like probably going to be the hardest one,
Mm-hmm.
but they are not like something so much more higher as I think
Yeah.
the game is going to be really good to watch and to play.
Well, we can hope that we get to see that match and it's gonna be a good game. Then towards the end, obviously, what can we expect from this Ens Academy lineup? Because right now you are HLTV ranked 140. You said that obviously it's gonna take time with the team, and maybe you'll get some better results towards the end of the year. If you had to make a prediction on where your team will be by December, like when it's December 31st, what do you think Ens Academy is going to be ranked as in HLTV?
At least 100, but I think we could be breaking through to like top 80, top 90, top 70, like around there. I think we are not going to hit our peak by then,
Yeah.
but I think we are going to give some good results and have like a bit of a good ranking where we could feel at least like a little bit comfortable with. Of course, not like something we have like our top goal to be, but
Mm-hmm.
something where we are like we could say that we have done our job for the year.
Yeah. Uh, well, do you have any questions yourself or anything you want to say towards the end here?
Hmm. I don't have anything really.
And if the people listening want to find you online, where can they find you? Anything they should follow?
Hmm. You should follow my Twitter probably. It's Millert CS.
Okay, I'll make sure to link it in the description so people can listen or go and find it and follow it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Millert, for this interview. Good luck on your games and good luck with Ens Academy. And I'll try to catch up with you towards the end of the year once we've seen what the Ens Academy can do.